Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into another trophy pushing episode inside of Clash Royale where we've been making the grind towards the top, and currently we sit at 436 in the world. That's right, we're at 5,248 trophies, which is pretty awesome. We've been doing a nice job pushing using our giant double prince deck. There's a couple other decks I want to try, but I haven't switched it up just yet. And to actually get to top 200 in the world, all you need right now is 5,354 trophies, which puts us about 100 away. 100 isn't bad at all. We're 39th on local if you guys are in the United States. You guys can check me out over there. Not quite on the global leaderboard yet. And let's go ahead and get into a couple of battles. Now, actually, this is going to be a replay of battles I already played. So I recorded this video, hands off the iPad right now. And unfortunately, I had a huge error with the audio where basically my audio was all messed up. It was the audio from my camera instead of from my microphone. So I didn't want to have everything all nasty and messed up. So I'm going to be commentating over these replays. And normally when I find myself commentating after the battle, I can actually give you guys a little more insight on why I'm making certain plays because I'm not trying to play and mash everything up at the same time. So let's go and get this started off right now. So starting off with battle number one, Ice Spirit of the Bridge. I always cycle Ice Spirit as soon as possible using this deck. Electro Wizard I played in the back. Now with this deck, I'm really cautious to make the first move. I don't know if this deck actually has a safe card that you can play first inside of it, because if you play something like your Mega Minion and they play their Giant in the very back as soon as they see your Mega Minion's simply going to float across to their lane and die, and that's going to be a 3 elixir negative trade immediately. It might get like 1 or 2 hits against the Giant, but overall it's not going to work very well. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and start this battle off by going ham. Looks like we're going to be going against a very similar deck with Double Prince. He's actually got Musketeer instead of the Electro Wizard, which looks like it's basically, you know, pretty similar, but take a look at this. We've got our Prince and Mega Minion onto the tower right now. Overall, we just made our push a little bit healthier, and yeah, that Mega Minion's going to take that tower all the way down to 424. It's already within poison spell range. Now that I'm capped out on Elixir, I could have either played my Electro Wizard or my Dark Prince. I'm going to opt for the Dark Prince right now just to see what he's got. He's going to play his Prince in the very back, and now we can play our own Electro Wizard. And this is the thing, like the Electro Wizard against the Prince has to be at like 1/3 HP to make sure your Electro Wizard doesn't get any damage against it. So we ended up taking 1 hit against our E-Wiz. So overall, that was an 8-for-4 trade, and we're only going to get like 2 hits from the E-Wiz on that left-hand tower. Actually, only 1, so that was a really bad trade from us. And now that he plays his Giant in the back, we're going to have to go all in with our Prince Giant combo, or else we would have been, you know, really in a lot of trouble. Now, the lucky thing is, after the first push of the game, we actually did have a pretty nice Elixir lead, which helped out a lot. Our Giant's going to reach the tower once again on this side, and our Prince and our Mega Minion are beating up this Giant as well, so not the worst thing in the world. We need our Mega Minion to turn around and fight his Mega Minion, which it will, and now we can just go ahead and play a couple of defensive cards and clean up this push. So double Elixir did hit at a pretty nice time for him, so he's going to have some opportunities to go ahead and go in. I'm going to zap down the Prince as well as the Mega Minion, you know, try to take the least amount of damage possible as our E-Wiz beats up this Prince. Wow, that was a great job from the Electro Wizard right there. And because of that defense, we're actually pretty square on Elixir right now. We can get ready with a Mega Minion in the back. He's going to play his Giant, and in single Elixir, this is what I just talked about. Like if I play my Mega Minion versus Giant, it turns out pretty poorly. I decided to go for the Poison Spell to clip the Mega Minion just a little bit, but this is definitely an aggressive play that I just made, and we're going to have to hold on for dear life. He's got the Giant, he's got the Dark Prince, the regular Prince, the Mega Minion. The Mega Minion's going to beat up our Mega Minion after a perfect Ice Spirit from him. This is going to be one heck of a push right here. Luckily, I got a very nice Ice Spirit as well as a little bit of a defense right there. But guys, you can see that I highly overcommitted by going for the Poison Spell, and that Poison Spell put me in a bad spot. Now his tower is at 112. I thought we were within Poison Spell range when I played it the other time, but it doesn't look like it. We've got 493 HP left. Almost a catastrophic end to this game after I made a really dumb decision to go too aggressive after playing that Mega Minion. So I played my Mega Minion, and as you guys can see, when he played his Giant in the back, we lost that Mega Minion immediately. That's 3 Elixir down the drain. Then poisoning the tower and only clipping the Mega Minion was like -4 Elixir. So we went down 7 Elixir pretty quickly right there, and he ended up capitalizing on it. But we got the win for 368th in the world. Not bad at all. And we're going to keep on grinding our way to the top. Not bad. Not bad. I'll definitely take that battle right there. We played the beginning super well. Checking out the log, by the way. I was just trying to see what was in his deck. I think it's because the Musketeer. The Musketeer is what he swapped in for the Electro Wizard, which I don't think was as effective. The Electro Wizard being able to stop the Princes from charging. You know, I could play my Electro Wizard defensively against his Dark Prince, but if he played, you know, his Musketeer against our Prince, if you guys saw in the very first push, our Prince just annihilated it. Electro Wizard went down, by the way. I don't know how I missed that. I thought I hit that perfectly, so that's why I threw that wow out right there, because I thought there was no way in the world that I messed that up. But anyways, looks like we're going to be going against Logbait. Very classic stuff right here, and generally against log bait, every single ounce of damage matters because, you know, really the point of log bait is getting your opponent low enough to where you can just cycle that rocket and take him out. So already giving up 600 HP off the first push definitely isn't good, but now I'm going to go for a push down this left-hand lane because I was trying to catch him being aggressive on that right-hand side. So I went in hard. We've got the giant, we've got the prince. I'm going to play a poison spell against everything right here. I almost missed. But now you can see my prince does have a little bit of HP before the princess takes it out. Our giant's going to beat this tower down pretty well, and he's going to go ahead and go in with his log bait right here. The not having log inside of this deck obviously is one of its weaknesses. You do need the zap though to deal with a lot of the pushes like minion horde because you play the electro wizard and then the zap immediately. You also need it for taking out bats. You need it for a lot more things. So definitely think that zap is better than log inside of this deck right here. But overall, we're pretty even. We're even in HP right now, but you can sort of tell that this is going to be, you know, a very interesting game. But one thing that's really cool and that I didn't realize till about halfway through this battle is, if you guys didn't know, if you play a dark prince in the back to where it's charging, if it actually charges up and hits the goblin barrel right as the goblin barrel hits your tower, it doesn't matter if the goblin barrel is surrounding your tower in the triangle format, the dark prince will actually one-shot the goblin barrel as soon as it lands. Even if even if what I said, you know, the goblins are spread out in that triangle when you play it perfectly inside of onto the tower for the goblin barrel, you can actually get it to kill every single thing in one charge up. It's really cool. I love that interaction, so makes Dark Prince that much better against that. I actually played my zap right there. I was trying to zap everything. I was trying to zap 2 goblins as well as all the spear goblins, which didn't work. However, we do have a nice push going down the other lane, so looks like most of that shouldn't go down to 0. I'm going to play our poison spell just to get some value on this princess, which might not actually go down. Feels bad. He's got his goblin barrel going in. We can use our E-Wiz. Obviously, he's trying to take advantage of the fact that our king tower isn't activated yet. Princess on the other side was going to take out our tower no matter what, so I'll follow up with our Dark Prince, but at this point, we're really desperate to get some damage onto that tower. We need to take the tower down to within poison spell range. I think this is poison spell range. Again, I used to know like all the different numbers, but when they did that change, I really lost track of it. Electro Wizard is going to go down. Fortunately, he made a really bad decision right there as far as what he wanted to play his Goblin Barrel at. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and poison down this tower on the left-hand side. Should be close, if not all the way to 0. 57 HP. Okay, it's going to be within zap spell range. See, this is why you got to memorize those things, guys, because otherwise it's going to come around and hit you hard. We're going to play our Dark Prince, which will kill 2 goblins before it dies. Tower's going to clean up this Goblin Barrel. Far too aggressive with that Ice Wizard from him. I played my Mega Minion, which honestly was a waste, and we're going to be reset going into overtime. All right, let's do this. 2 princesses are down. I don't really care too much about this princess on the right-hand side. Eventually, I'm going to have to take it out. I didn't really have a better play, so I'm going to start with my prince. He's going to play his prince, Electro Wizard, Dark Prince. Very easy counter for us to clean up this lane. I still haven't done that trick with the Dark Prince yet. By the way, his Goblin Barrel placements have been pretty poor throughout this. I think I saved like maybe 400 damage in 2 separate scenarios because he played his Goblin Barrel not directly in the center. But anyways, Dark Prince going to charge up. Princess Rapid Fire is definitely underway. And at this point, I'm just trying to get some poison spell value. Looks like we're going to be able to clip the Spear Goblins in a moment, but Electro Wizard again onto these Goblins. And yeah, this one with 15 seconds left, unless we just make a really monumental mistake, this is going to end up in a tie. And of course, you guys know I like going for the win every single time. So I'm going to go for Dark Prince down the right-hand lane. He'll play his own Prince though, so we'll just follow up with our Ice Spirit and our Zap, and that's going to be GG well played. Pretty simple match right there. And yeah. It ended up being a tie. Ties happen. Ties happen especially a lot on the top of the leaderboard. Not having that extra 2 minutes of overtime, you get 1 minute compared to 3 inside of the challenges, definitely makes for a lot of difference inside of the decks that you play against. And that was just one of those scenarios right there. Unfortunately, weren't able to break through his defense, so we ended up tying. But let's get into one more battle right now to shoot for the top 200, or at least get to 5,300 trophies. And we're actually going to be going against Lord Yaya, who has 5,341 cups. He's basically right outside the top 200. I think top 200 was 5352. And he's going to be at 5341. He is just spamming the laugh faces and the wows right now. So Lord Yaya feeling very confident. We'll have to see how that goes. Dark Prince going to start off for him down the right-hand lane. If I played something in front of my Electro Wizard, so normally like my first inclination is to just support that Electro Wizard as soon as I see the Dark Prince, but if I do that, then it's going to make it so we're fighting on his side of the map, and eventually he's really just going to overwhelm me with the giant push. So I'm going to do Mega Minion. I'm going to let my Prince run through. He's got his guards as well as his Baby Dragon. Mega Minion will get into tower range, so it's going to go down fairly quickly, but basically all we want to do at this point, play our Dark Prince to distract that Baby Dragon, and hopefully not end up taking too much damage. He's going to play Log, so He ended up saving that log right there, but our Dark Prince will connect onto that tower for some super nice damage right there. Overall, I think we're in the elixir lead right now, plus we're in the damage lead, obviously, getting that Dark Prince to connect. So let's start over with our Giant, but he's got the Golem, and oh, this is bad. So normally when I'm playing against Golem, what I want to do, if someone plays Golem and you have Giant, if you go head to head like this, you're going to lose a lot of the time. But if they play Golem and you immediately switch and do if you do Giant Prince, Giant Mega Minion on the other side of the map, it works out much better. Now, he did make a mistake right there, letting his Dark Prince get in front. It almost ended up costing him his actually, it did end up costing him his Dark Prince right there, and that's super valuable while everyone else is beating up tanks. My Ice Spirit goes for the Golem. Of course it does. I'm so bad with Ice Spirits. I think that's something I can get much better with. My Ice Spirits always seem to lock onto the wrong stuff by no one else's fault than my own. But anyways, we ended up taking him out pretty squarely right there. And even though we went Giant against Golem, which I think is a matchup that's not in our favor, we still ended up winning sort of that encounter right there and not really taking any damage. That was good. So what we want to do at this point is still try to abuse him whenever he plays that Golem, specifically in single elixir. Well, now it's double elixir, and put in some work. So I'm going to use my Electro Wizard to try to bait out his Golem. There goes the Golem. So as soon as that goes down, I'm going to go for the Giant. I'm going to go for the Prince. And yeah, this is going to be the push that hopefully we can break through with. Now, he probably has his guard, so we have to be a little bit scared of those. Prince is going to run forward, though, and connect onto the tower. Beautifully done right there. Those guards will come out, but the Prince is going to be able to fight through those and keep slashing away on that tower right there. I'm going to play my Dark Prince to get his Dark Prince, and guys, this is exactly how you play a Giant versus Golem matchup. You bait out that Golem like I did with the Electro Wizard, and then you go hard in the paint on the other side of the map, and it ends up working really well. So I know he doesn't have any defenses. I know he doesn't have Tornado, so we can be pretty... Actually, he might have Tornado. I don't know if he has Tornado. Maybe he has Tornado. A lot of people play Golem, Baby Dragon, Tornado, Rocket, so still a potential that he's playing that. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down the Giant Poison, though. I know that the only way we lose... See, there actually is the Tornado right there, so I don't know if he played that earlier in the match, if that was just a prediction. But anyways, Giant's going to beat that tower down to 0, and a couple tricky plays. Honestly, just one play was baiting out that Golem and then going for the push in the other lane. That's how you win this matchup, and that's how we got it done right there. So 35 trophies for that win right there, guys. Lord Yaya giving us those big cups, and I think he did give us some BM, so we're just going to go ahead and throw him a little oops right there to cap that one off nice. And we're going to be at 5,309 trophies. Let's get our crown chest. Let's check where we are in the world. But overall, this push has been going amazingly, and we've been crushing our way to the top. It's pretty cool to see where I am right now. I'm looking below me. I see like a lot of familiar pro faces. Obviously, you know, maybe I've played more matchups than them, or maybe I've gotten better matchups than them. Ladder is like really ridiculous. It's definitely where I am. By the way, I'm at 295 in the world inside of the top 300. You know, it's definitely a big cluster up here. So sometimes you just get really terrible matchups over and over and over again. So I can't blame a lot of people who struggle to climb. But for us, we've been on a really nice push, and yeah, I'm pretty happy where we are so far. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these trophy pushing episodes. Hopefully inside of the next episode or two, I'll be able to make it to the top 200, but that's going to do it for this one. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.